Now turn right. In 500 feet, turn left onto Fort Dale Road. Now turn left onto Fort Dale Road. In 500 feet, turn right to take the Interstate 65 south ramp toward Mobile. Now turn right to take the Interstate 65 south ramp.
Alright, we're back on the interstate. We just stopped for about 20 minutes, topped off. When we arrive in Pensacola, let's see, we got 80%, and when we arrive in Pensacola, we'll have 46% when we arrive, and it looks like we will be there in about 2 hours. So, we're going to sit back, relax. Melody is the chauffeur, or the car is the chauffeur, and she is the supervisor. So it's been a good ride so far. We came through some rain, but Tesla's doing its thing. We'll check back in later on.
Moments like this right now that are just like mind-blowing, and it makes all of the absolute hell that we went through out in the crossing today, the 4-hour brutal waves.
Alright, we are a couple hundred miles into a 250 to 300 mile trip from Florida back to Georgia. So I'm sitting back, watching the road, letting the Tesla do its thing. We're just coming out of LA. For you folks not from the South, that's lower Alabama, up into mid Alabama. And here in a little bit, we'll get on Interstate 20 and head toward Atlanta and be home shortly afterwards. But yeah, the self-driving has done well. The latest update seems to have improved some of the parking. It still every once in a while has some hiccups, and you have to take over, or if you got the nerves, you can let it kind of do its thing and see what it does. But as long as you're not endangering someone or the car, I pretty much let it do its thing. So, but we're about 11 miles away from coming into a town, and it'll turn in the town square and get us through. But this is what it's like with a Tesla full self-driving. They do their thing, and you just gotta pay attention to the road in case you have to take over, because technically it's supervised. But as you saw in the footage that I shared while we were charging, we were watching Brendan Gross, one of the channels that we follow on YouTube. Today when we charged, I set the battery charge that I wanted when we arrived home at 40% just to see what it would do. When we first arrived, it said it had 20 minutes. I set the thing or the battery level to charged so that it was at 40% when we got home, so it charged extra 5 minutes. So Melody and I went to the restroom and got back in the car. I think it was probably 10 minutes or so left to charge, and we finished up watching what we were watching on YouTube. Well, we didn't finish it, but the car finished charging, and when the car finished charging, it turns that off. But while you're charging, you can watch YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, whatever you got a subscription to. You just log into those accounts and you can watch it in the car while you're charging. So anyway, we are just sitting back, relaxing, having conversation. The weather is kind of hit and miss, partly cloudy to cloudy. A little bit of rain before we got to Montgomery, but overall it's a good day. And I think that's going to be it. If you're considering getting a Tesla, I will share my link in the description. If you use the link that I share and you get a Tesla, you purchase a Tesla through that link, I should say, you'll get 3 months of free self-driving. But I think that's it. We're going to wrap this up. I just wanted to share a little bit about our experience on our road trip. We do this a couple times a month, and this full self-driving has made it very, very relaxing, especially when you get in traffic in the Montgomery metropolitan area where traffic sometimes backs up on the interstate, or it's stop and go for a little while. Full self-driving is the way to go. It makes it so much more relaxing to be in traffic like that, to stop and go. But anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. I want to thank everyone for watching. We'll see you on the next one.